Good morning, my name is Andrew Gasson. I'm the saviour of tea here on allabouttea.co.uk, and what I'd like to show you today is some nettle tea. Now, before I start, I'm going to get the kettle boiled. Hopefully that'll be ready in a moment. Now, we get a tremendous number of enquiries here on the website about nettle tea. Now, some of you may never have tried nettle tea, never even have heard of it. Many of you will have come here knowing that it has some important properties that you want to use. The kettle's just boiled. I'm going to put a teaspoon per person into the pot, just as if it was tea. I'll see if I can show you the nettle. This is nice and fresh actually. It's very green. It's coarse cut, as we call this particular grade. And if I smell it, it smells like a bit like a compost heap with grass cuttings on, with that sort of sweet cut grass or hay sort of smell. Okay, 1 heaped teaspoon per person. Okay, I've put 3 in. That's enough for 3 people, 1 per person. On goes the water. It's not as critical as with tea that it should be absolutely boiling. That's nice hot water, only just slightly off the boil, and it's been freshly drawn from the tap, and preferably even having been filtered beforehand, and it's only been boiled once. So the water itself is nice and oxygenated and fresh. Put the lid on. That'll keep it nice and hot. Now we're going to brew that for about 5 minutes. Some people would leave it for much longer. It's not a tea, it's a herb. It's a herbal plant. You can leave it for longer. If you were using it for some sort of quasi-medicinal purpose, you might leave it for even longer to make a sort of tincture with. Alright, well, while that's brewing, I'll go back to what I was saying before. I was saying that we get a tremendous amount of traffic here. Some of you may be looking for nettle specifically, some of you may just be interested in it, and it's got some properties beyond the painful rash that many of us are familiar with when we've accidentally walked into the stinging nettle. Its Latin name is Urtica dioica, and it's an antihistamine to begin with. Now, I wish to stress, before I talk too much about these medicinal properties, that I'm not a doctor. If you've got any ailments which are causing you a problem, you should see a doctor, and I'm merely reporting on what are reputed traditionally to be some medicinal benefits. Okay, that said, we believe that it has some properties as an antihistamine. That means, in practice, that it can be used, the infused liquid can be used as a treatment for rashes and insect bites, and also people do drink it in the early summer and the summer as a cure or to aid with the effects of allergies such as hay fever. Other people sometimes use it to treat arthritis and gout, and it's also, at the other end of the scale, reputed to be very, very cleansing and a good remedy if you wake up with a hangover from the effects of overindulgence the night before. So I think that covers a fairly broad range of benefits. The hangover cure, the cure for arthritis and gout, and last but not least, the first I mentioned, the remedy for, as an antihistamine for painful rashes, insect bites and the like, and of course hay fever. Good, it's now been about 5 minutes since I poured it into the teapot, so let's see what it tastes like. This is a teapot with an integral filter. I'm going to see if I can hold it closed so you can see the colour of the infused liquid. It's a pale yellowy green, very similar to some of the green teas, such as Japanese bancha. Okay, so it's got a fresh, somewhat astringent smell, and a commensurate flavour. It's really very pleasant. It's got a rounded sort of flavour. It is fresh and summery. but you could drink it either hot or cold. You could leave it for somewhat longer than I did, which was 5 minutes. You could leave it for even up to 10 minutes to make, if you were going to use it in a poultice for perhaps some sort of rash. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen, Nettle Tea, wonderful flavour, wonderful reputed medicinal properties. Please phone us up on 02392 750 122 if you have any questions at all. And if you're not viewing this on the website, but on the YouTube TTV channel, then please do visit the website allabouttea.co.uk, where you can learn more about Nettle Tea or, of course, buy some if you wish. Thank you very much.